Okay, so welcome back to another review. This time we are looking at the Topping E30 digital to analog converter. This right here is a tiny metal box that serves a lot of purposes. So let's just jump right in. Now, as far as the contents are concerned, you have the DAC itself. You have a USB Type B to USB Type A cable that's approximately 4 feet in length, a DC cable meant to power the device. Take note, it does not come with a Wall-Wart. The user's manual, which you'll definitely want to hold on to just to remember how to operate the device, the warranty card, and the remote control, which is required for the more complex operations. Now, do keep in mind, it does not come with a set of AAA batteries, but those are pretty easy to find, so you could just go ahead and buy those anywhere you want, dollar store, and you should be perfectly good to go. And of course, it does come with the box. Now, as far as build quality is concerned, this thing is built extraordinarily well. As you would expect from a DAC in this price range, it's a small metal box. However, it does come with a beautiful display that displays the current input, the format, and what kilohertz it is set to. By default, it is set to 48 kilohertz in PCM when plugged in via USB to a Windows PC. On the front, it features that beautiful display with that same type of orange glow that you would see from a set of tubes in a tube amp. It also features a touch-sensitive multi-function button. If you tap it, it switches from USB to optical to coax and back to USB. If you press and hold it, it will turn the unit off. When it is off, the display will show an orange dot, and it also features an IR receiver for the remote. On the rear, it features the left and right RCA outputs, a coaxial input, a Toslink SPDIF optical input, a USB Type B input, and the DC port for the charger. Now, as far as the functions are concerned, if you head into your Windows settings to change the kilohertz and bit settings, it will be set to 32-bit 48,000 Hertz by default. Of course, the idea is to set it to the highest quality setting that your computer can handle. My personal advice, set it to 32-bit 192,000 Hertz. I've set other DACs up to the full 384,000 before, and it just causes some compatibility issues with foobar and other applications. It shouldn't be a problem anyway, since 192 kilohertz is already a very high quality setting. Now, the E30 does offer the option to function solely as a DAC or to function as a DAC with a preamp function. This could be ideal for someone whose setup is large and far away from the listener. So, instead of having to get up to adjust your amp from its knob, simply raise or lower the volume using the DAC's remote. In order to change into preamp mode, you must first turn off the device, then press and hold the multifunction button for 3 seconds. The screen will display the acronym DAC. Keep holding it until it switches to pre, and next simply turn on the device and you're all set to adjust the volume using the remote's plus and minus buttons. Now, you can change the brightness of the display if you prefer a more subtle glow or a brighter, more radiant type of orange. It arrives set to medium by default. Now let's discuss the sound on this. This DAC is natively compatible with DSD files, so using your favorite streaming service or local storage for DSD should not be a problem whatsoever. I did most of my listening using the PCM mode since I figured that's what most people would utilize, and thus far, the sound has been crystal clear and I've yet to encounter any sort of snap, crackle, or pop. Now, when set to the PCM filter mode, which is the default setting, the E30 offers 6 different filters to choose from. By default, it is set to F3, the short delay, sharp roll-off setting. I did try playing around with all 6 filters on a number of tracks, and to be honest, it's pretty tough to detect any difference amongst any of them. When listening to Purple Lamborghini by Skrillex and Bob Ross, I felt that F2 and F5 sort of took a bit of the edge off of the high end and provided a little bit of extra emphasis in the sub bass. It could have been my mind playing tricks on me, but I chose to keep it set to the default setting. So to conclude this video, yeah, this one was a quick one. As I wrote this particular section, a couple of days had passed from when I wrote my initial impressions of the device and tested out its functionality functionality and this and that. So I used it via USB while listening to music and watching videos on my Windows PC, and through Toslink Optical while playing the new Spider-Man Miles Morales game on my new PS5. After having used it for a good amount of time, I am happy to report that I have yet to encounter any sort of issues with the device. Therefore, I strongly recommend it. It offers a clean sound, a wide amount of inputs and modes for mostly universal compatibility, a small and minimalistic profile, fits in my hand, a beautiful display, modern internals, and it does all of that at an affordable price range. The only reason you would ever need to upgrade is if you become interested in running a balanced connection for your headphones, or if you simply need a DAC with even more features, such as more inputs or a built-in equalizer. So yeah, short video. So go ahead and check the description down below. I do have the link to purchase this device. I am an affiliate, so every purchase you make using my links does give a little kickback to the channel, and it does help me out quite a bit, so I really appreciate your help. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments down below, any questions about my experience with the device. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hoped I helped your audio purchasing decision, and have a good one.